I also then want to mention my next speaker because she's also from St. Philip too as well. So we have Miss Anya Lorde. She's an attorney at law with extensive experience across family law and domestic violence, corporate and commercial law, and real estate. She has built a reputation for providing strong, practical legal advice while advocating for justice and fairness in all matters. Beyond her legal practice, Anya is a committed life coach and motivational speaker, dedicated to empowering individuals and communities to achieve their full potential. She has conducted impactful sessions with organizations like the Rotary Club of Barbados, bringing her expertise in personal development and leadership to a diverse audience. Anya combines her legal acumen with her passion for service, community development, and mentorship, qualities she brings forward as she seeks to serve in public office. And I want to present to you our candidate who will be running in St. Philip North, Miss Anya Lorde. Give it up for her.
Call she name again. Anya FOD. St. Philip North, stand tall. Friends of democracy, rise up. This is more than music. This is a movement. Anya Lorde, hands in the air. St. Philip North, we everywhere.
Come, let me hear you. Good evening.
Feel the power in the atmosphere.
What's my name, please say? Anya Lorde, thank you. Can't come behind somebody like Omar and leave me hanging. We got to hype it up. Now let me tell you something. Some of you may know that I have been very ill recently. And today I was dragging. But I dragged myself down here tonight because I believe that I have a calling. I believe that I need to show up and represent and let the people in St. Philip understand what true representation looks like. You see, many are called, few are chosen. And the people that you see standing with the Friends of Democracy political party, I am telling you that they are the chosen ones. Now, you heard from Omar just now. And I want you to understand that all you really experienced was a young man explaining and outlining to you what leadership with integrity should look like. It is leadership for the people, not for yourself. When people vote for you, they don't give you power, they give you trust. So we are going to talk a bit about integrity this evening. Because integrity is one of these words that has been floating around loosely, especially since the elections might be around the corner. Now, when I think about integrity, I think about accountability. I think about honesty. I think about transparency. Something interesting that also comes to mind for me is respect. And not just respect for the office that you hold, but respect for the people that put you there. So it baffles me, and y'all could tell me if you understand, because I don't know everything. It baffles me when I go through St. Philip North, speaking to not one or two people, but every person that I have a conversation with says to me, I don't know, I never see, I can't remember what my representative looked like. When last she come to a party. And that is a problem for me because St. Philip has no shortage of issues. I spoke to a not so young man who explained to me that he was at a bus stop, standing in a secluded area. And he heard
St. Philip now.
And at his ripe old age, he was down in the bush like a ninja. Recounting that story to me, he's telling me that when the car with the gunman came up the road to turn around, he did not know if he was going to live or die. There is no shortage of issues in St. Philip to deal with. You want to tell me that you have several small establishments littered across St. Philip North, and not once you could go into the people's shop to buy even a malt? You don't have to buy a strong drink like me. You can buy a Coke or a malt. I can buy 2 or 3. I don't hide my mouth. You can buy a Coke or a malt. You can't turn up to support the very people that gave you the X to put the MP salary in your pocket. Not even $100 from that you could give back to the people. And the pension. Don't let me go there. But let me say something to you. I know that if I go into Emerald City supermarket now, and I carry away a nice piece of proper pork, there is legislation in Barbados to deal with me, you know. I know that if you pass me and you go up to Royal Palm, up there in Coles, and you run away with the little food that they gave without paying for it, there is legislation in place to deal with you. And I can guarantee you that before the ink on that charge sheet dries, you're going to be in the court section of the paper next morning. So tell me, because I don't know everything, so I want you to tell me, with the legislations to hold politicians accountable in Barbados? Where is it? I understand that in 2023, the Integrity of Public Life Act was passed. Up to before I came here, I checked. There was no proclamation. I don't know if it changed in the last couple of minutes, but I was checking. There is no proclamation. So you want the accolades of telling the international community that you like transparency and accountability, but you don't want the oversight. I hear politicians don't carry away money. That's what I hear. I hear politicians is deal with policy. The permanent secretaries is dealing with money. That's what I heard. And on paper, it might be true. Well, okay, thank you. The kickbacks, the millionaires that leave in politics soon. Where is the legislation holding the people that govern us accountable? That is what I want to know. But let me go down the road with this Economic and Diversification and Growth Act. Because if it is one thing that I recognize that this government is very, very good at doing, it is hiding and passing legislation. Hiding and passing legislation to pass it right under my noses. Might distract me with a party or two, a little walk up or two. And while we outside walking up and drinking up, them taking up we money, our hard-earned money, to give away. And if not for certain watchdogs, if not for persons who are civic-minded, we will know what's going on with our legislation. We will know till it start to cut we ass. I can say that word, right? Well, thank you. We will know till it start to cut we ass. So say it again. It can be integrity. We can't be putting up guardrails only when the lights are shining on you. Integrity got to happen behind closed doors too. Over the last 5 years, and I'm being very generous. My breadfruits hang low, so I ain't gonna call the names. But over the last 5 years, politicians, MPs, sitting in key positions in the government have been found in compromising positions. Some barely getting off by the hair on the chin or the chest. And those who know, know. And who don't know, don't know. Because I know some shouldn't get off either. But I am saying to you that some of these scandals are enough to destroy any other person's political career. And yet, these people continue to parade around in our faces and expect us to see them and treat them as though they have integrity, as though we could depend on their leadership, as though they have accountability. Well, a fish rots from the head. A fish rots from the head. And I don't care who likes what I have to say, but it is lawlessness all round. And if you see the behavior of the man on the street with the gun, he ain't no better than the body at the top, you know. He is no better than the person at the top. The lawlessness is at the top. And the fellas down there just emulating what they are seeing in the way that they can and know how. I have no affiliation with